consume some fat. And it's literally impossible to be fat-free in this day and age. But you do want to make sure you're eating the right fat. So the goal is to, on a scale of 0 to 10, to always do the best choice you can for the situation at hand. And think of, what do you think is the 0 on a scale of 0 to 10 of fat? Actually, hydrogenated fats are worse. That's a good lead into something, and that is that butter is animal fat. It's not the worst fat on earth. It has some value. So if you think about, if you ever eat something, let's say it's fat, olive oil, canola oil, safflower oil, fish oil, those are 10s. But then 0 is hydrogenated fats. It is like partially hydrogenated fats. And 2 might be butter or beef fats, which are all vegetable fats. And so like peanut oil and canola oil or sesame oil, they're all like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, if you're making, say, cookies, do you want to put sesame oil in them? No. But you do need to put oil in them to make them work. So, do you want to put, quote, hydrogenated fat, that white stuff in the can that's blue and red and white on the label on it, because it's going to see? Do you want to put that in it, or do you want to put real butter in it? Butter, right. So every time you have a choice to make, choose up. Cookies, choose butter. Or you can choose half butter and half canola oil. Always, if you think in your mind, imagine your scale of 0 to 10. Every time you're making a fat choice, always choose up. And fats are all created equal when it comes to one thing. And what's that? Calories gram per gram, hydrogenated calories gram per gram. And so when you're in a weight loss program, yeah, you want to reduce calories, and you want to make sure every calorie you consume is the best it can be. Zucchini. All right, let's get it. And make sure there's real food in it, chemical-free. It's going to taste better. When you stop eating chemicals, you're going to have less food cravings. So this is whole wheat pasta. And anybody work in a factory? Anybody ever been in a factory? What's it like in there?
Dirty.
Dirty? Well, that wasn't the answer I was looking for, but it's a good one. Dusty and hot, right? And that's because when machines work, they make a lot of heat. Now, in the olden days, when they ground wheat, they put it between stones, and they grind it. Well, since they started grinding wheat in factories, the heat from the steel grinders caused the oil. All vegetables have oil. All vegetables have fat. Remember, broccoli fat is probably a number 10 on your list. Not that you're going to find broccoli fat anywhere, but all vegetables have fat to some extent. So picking the right fat is the same story. Like whole wheat fat gets removed because it goes rancid in factory grinding. But when they take out the fat, in order to get it out, they have to take out the germ and the bran, which is your fiber and all your vitamins and minerals. The only thing that's left in white flour is sugar. It's called the endosperm. So when they have sugar left over to make bread out of, they figure, well, can't feed the kids peanut butter and jelly on sugar, can we? We better throw in some ants. So that's the story on whole wheat in a nutshell. Now we got to get cooking here, Deb. Get cooking. This is a stir fry. Now, if you're making this at home for your family, you could, of course, you want to have protein. Like I said, every meal, every snack, when I call a meal, I'm talking 6 meals a day, never more than 3 hours apart. Think about this. Here, this is a good thing to think about, too. From now on, we're going to say, I'm focused on health. I'm reducing weight. But you also might think about this. If I can remember what it was, it'll come back to me. Oh, yeah. Every time you go more than 3 hours without eating, you are beginning to store fat. And so by eating every 3 hours, small meals, every single meal would include fiber, protein, and carbs. So, like refried beans on celery has it all. Okay, it has fiber, it has carbs, beans are carb, and it has, and everything that's not a fat, everything that's not a fat, not a protein, is a carb.